I feel like I look very incognito right now, like I'm going undercover with my glasses and my hat, but in reality, I just didn't put any makeup on today or wash my hair. So I'll just put those right back on. So I just wanted to make just like a really simple kind of video, just like a life update. I'm halfway through my program, um, which is kind of like weird to think about. So it's been like 7 weeks. I think I have 8-ish more weeks to go. So living in Florida has been actually really nice. I really like being in Florida. It's not safe where I'm at. Like, there have been a lot of apartment break-ins, a lot of people stealing laundry and belongings. Nothing has happened to me, which is, I'm very thankful for that. God is watching over me. But if I were to live in Florida in the future, I'd want like a safer area. I don't really think putting us right next to Disney World is like the safest. It's more of a convenience thing. But even still, I drive 30 minutes to work every morning. So neither safe nor convenient. But that's okay. I'm doing good. I just got strep throat, which is a bummer. I got really sick right after Mitchell's family left. And like that night, I was like, Mitchell, you have to take me to the doctor. We went to the doctor. It was a 3-hour wait. So I decided to go the next day. I had strep. I called out of work, got a point. If you get 3 points, you like are fired. So I have 1 point now. So that's great. I went to work the next day after I wasn't contagious, and I told my captain that I had strep throat, so that talking and like spieling to my guests and being really high energy was going to be very hard for me because I was very hoarse. I was very low energy. Obviously, I had strep, and she told me that she like had to go and tell my manager that I couldn't do those things because it was part of my job description, and if I wasn't able to do it, then I wasn't doing my job. So literally the manager had to get involved because I was tired from my disease. But the manager did not care at all because I guess they were just like a normal human being that understood you can't freaking help getting strep throat when you're dealing with children all day long that lick their hands and then touch you, which literally happened to me. Some kid sucked on his hand and then wiped it on my arm. Maybe that's where I got it. Anyways, I had strep throat this week. So that's the saga of that. So working here and being a character attendant has been slightly different than I originally expected it to be. I'm a lot more tired than I thought I would be. I knew that I was going to get worked to death, that I would be very busy, but I wasn't expecting how like physically exhausted I was going to be. Maybe it's because I'm not used to standing like 10 hours straight. A lot of people are. I've never had a job that's like that. And I know, that totally makes me sound like a baby. Like I can't stand, but I could not stand standing up. Oh my goodness. I'm just getting so tired. My feet just really hurt all the time. Oh, my life. I knew that I was going to be busy, but I wasn't expecting being able to spend so much time with Mitchell. So that's like a positive. Like the very first 4 weeks we were here, we participated in a seminar, a leadership seminar, where we learned about what does it mean to be a Disney leader, which was it was kind of interesting seminar. But what I got out of that was me and Mitchell have been scheduled off every single Thursday. Both of us have been, which has been awesome. So I was expecting to literally only see him at nights, but I get to see him when we're both off at nighttime because neither of us work very late into the night often at all. So I get to see him at night after work. Sometimes I see him in the morning before work if we both have an evening shift. And then I get to see him every Thursday, which is fun. And for those that believe I'm gallivanting in Disney World every day, I go to the parks once a week, and I feel that that is far too few times. So we try to pack in as much into those days as possible. We are allowed to get fast passes, so we always do that in advance. We always try to make a dining reservation just because, like, I am obsessed with food at Disney. Just like, it is not Disney unless you are eating something like really stinking gourmet, and I like to do that on a very regular basis. That is where all of my paycheck is being spent, is on food. So we really make like little mini vacations out of the days. So that's been fun. So yeah, that's been pretty good as far as what I have been expecting to do, and I have encountered a much fewer amount of rude guests than I thought I would, which is like that has been the best surprise. Encountering not as many mean people as I thought I would. I absolutely have met my fair share of just nasty people, just like not kind. But for the most part, people don't really give me any trouble. I don't give people any trouble, so we just coexist very happily. And nobody's like really been rude. Interestingly enough, though, I have had to call security for my own safety because somebody was like creeping on me very hardcore, videotaping me and my coworkers, and I'm not going to get into it, but I have had to call security for myself because a guest was like making me feel unsafe. I have had to call 911 for another guest. I have had to deal with a lost person situation, and it was a little kid, so that was really sad. So those are kind of like some more intense things. So it's kind of interesting dealing with the more like intense situations. It's scary, but it's interesting, and I wasn't really expecting to have to do any of those things. So as far as if it is what I've expected, in some ways it's been worse than I expected, in some ways it's been better than I expected, and really it's hard to come into it with any expectations at all, just because helicopter. Just because, I didn't really know anything to begin with. Really varying experiences day by day. And I'm gonna make another video just highlighting like exactly what it is that I do, like what does a character attendant do on a daily basis. I'm gonna make a video about that, but this is just sort of like a life update. How am I enjoying it? I'm enjoying it fine enough. I've chosen not to extend my program, so we were all given an opportunity to apply for an extension, which is just making our program longer by I think like 3 months. So I think until like August. And I opted out of that application for a couple of reasons. I really, really miss my family. I've gotten to see Mitchell's family, which was really great, and they're gonna come a couple more times too. But I haven't gotten to see my family, just besides like FaceTime and stuff. And it makes me so sad. I want to see my family so stinking much. I could not go like another 3 months without seeing them. That was just, I couldn't do it. So that's like my main reason. I really want to just go home and hang out with my family. Also, I really like being in Florida right now, but something really scares me about Florida in the summertime, especially working outdoors. Not appealing to me. I don't go to Disney World in the summertime as a guest, so I don't know that I would want to be there as a cast member. The next time I want to be working at Disney is through a professional internship, which I am seriously interested in. I definitely want to apply to do that. I really want to do one in Florida, but I may be interested in some of the ones in California. So we will see about that. That's just, that'll be later on in life, probably after I graduate. That's my thoughts extension-wise, and that's why I will be swiftly ending my program come May 17th. So, it has only been about 7 weeks. but they have not kept me at one place for the whole 7 weeks. They have moved me around to work with almost every character that meets in Magic Kingdom. Almost. Like, there's like 2 maybe that I haven't worked with. So, up on my phone, I have a handy dandy list of characters that I have worked with so far that you might be very interested in hearing because it's a long list, so buckle in. Pluto. Minnie. I've worked Minnie in her regular dress and Minnie when she goes to the circus. I've worked Daisy at the circus. I've worked the 4 country bears that they have, Wendell, Liverlips, Big Al, and Shaker. All 4 of them. I've worked Mr. Smee, Cinderella, Princess Elena, Rapunzel, Tiana, Snow White, Tinkerbell, Mickey Mouse, Stitch, Buzz Lightyear, Peter Pan, the Fairy Godmother, Cinderella's stepsisters, Rafiki, Chip and Dale, the Beast, Pooh Bear, Tigger, and Mary Poppins. That list is so... Oh, and Goofy now. I get to add Goofy to my list. I just worked Goofy yesterday. But it's a lot of different characters. I've only worked in 3... I've worked in 3 parks. I just now remember that, and there's only 4. I worked in Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Animal Kingdom. So I need to work in Hollywood Studios. I need to make that a complete 4. So I've worked everywhere. I've worked with everybody. They've got me going around a lot of places. I'm going to make another video, kind of like a tour of Magic Kingdom, of all of the places that I've worked. I'm really excited to make that one because I think it's going to be really fun to show my family that isn't coming to Disney, just so they get a visual of where I stand when I work or where I'm talking to guests. I'm going to make a big Magic Kingdom tour video of all of the places that I've worked. It's going to be really fun and very cool. I've also worked at the Grand Floridian and at Fort Wilderness Resorts. Wow, I've worked everywhere. I'm a professional. Yeah. I've been obviously pretty busy lately, and I don't post videos a lot, but I have a lineup of ideas of videos that I want to make, so whether or not they get posted, I'm specifically scheduling myself out days to record fun videos for my own self, so maybe I'll post them and show other people them. Thank you for continuing to watch my videos, even though they are few in number and low in quality. But thank you guys so much. Have an awesome